literature, Rama songs, Rama cult, Rama pilgrimage, Rama fairs all indicate how sincerely Indians cherish Ram and his acts. So it is really amazing how one person's acts and teachings, all the incarnations of God, Sri Krishna, Sri Rama, Jesus, Buddha. So it is really staggering to see how even one of these persons, their acts and teachings could influence millions, not for one day, but millions down the ages. So, as you all know, there are two Ramayanas, that is, two accounts of Sri Rama's life. The original one was written by Valmiki, the great saint, and later another one by Tulsidas ji. So, in the Valmiki Ramayana, Brahma is supposed to have created the whole universe. There was a prophecy of Brahma. What? Yavat sthasyanti giraya saritascha mahitale tavat Ramayana katha lokeshu pracharishyati. As long as hills stand and rivers flow on earth, so long will the story of Rama be current in all parts of the world. So not only Sri Rama, about any special manifestation of God, that is true. And of course, as time rolls on, Sri Rama's story continues to be narrated even in a larger number of human languages. Now those are available not only in all the languages of India, but also in other languages of the world. And they have been adapted in various ways, right from very small children to elderly people. Everybody can enjoy in their own form. So millions of people every day read or hear some literature on him. Millions more are always taking his name in all phases of life. While rising, going to bed, in sorrow or in despair, in wonder or in joy, on birth and death. It has penetrated each and every iota of the Indian society. So we can say Ram Ram. So this Ram Ram also can be said in various ways. One is Ram Ram, you are just chanting. Another, if something does not do quite proper, we say Ram Ram. What have you done? So you see, this is something special to Indian culture. God is associated with everything here, life as well as death. So Ram Ram, this is India's most widely understood language, philosophy, inspiration, and also medicine for all the sufferings of life. Now, what is the secret of Sri Ram's such unquenched, abiding hold on people's hearts? His power to change people's lives, influence them in so many ways. We cannot really say, because nobody can describe the tremendous power which God manifests on earth. And in regard to especially Sri Ram, we can say that he fulfills everyone's dream of perfection in a most pleasing and satisfactory manner. So, in one person, he is supposed to be the ideal son, ideal brother, ideal husband, ideal friend, ideal hero, ideal soldier, teacher, king, everything practically. So we all long for such an example to fulfill our desires and our deficiencies also, to make us a complete human being. So as the ideal, Sri Rama is simultaneously satisfying to diverse inner needs of humankind. And the second reason which we may say is that he is the exemplifier of practical religion, what is called applied religion. We all know that one does not live without bread or even by bread alone. We need the bread of the spirit. And in search of this bread, we are always in some kind of difficulty. Because the core of religion, the secret of dharma, is very, very difficult to penetrate, to understand, and even more difficult to apply in our lives. So, the difficulty of the Hindu is all the more in this regard, for he has the stupendous good luck of having so many scriptures, so many incarnations. But again, a person may be confused also, which ideal to follow. People often interpret wrongly because of little understanding. So you'll be surprised at the things people say. Once, just for your knowledge, once I was invited by Gita Press to deliver a discourse on Gita. Gita Jayanti they celebrate. So, two monks were there. One was there from an outside order and I was there. So that person was telling that Sri Krishna was all for warfare. He was the main instigator and we should also rise up and kill all the infidels and all these things. He's a Hindu and he's telling all this. So this is the misinterpretation. He has forgotten that Krishna tried his very best to stop the war. He himself had gone with a proposal of friendship. He had told, just give 5 villages and we will avoid war. So all these interpretations are, manufactured by. So it is sometimes very confusing. So in this difficulty, we can say Sri Ram comes to man as the dynamic savior who acts in our world and shows how dharma has to be lived or believed. So he is not a great theologian. He does not teach us theories only. Theories are there, but not only theories. Only theories are of no use. So he is a man of action. He preaches in the best way. What is the best way? Through conduct. And through his conduct, he shows that doing dharma is highly practical and also beneficial. Practical means we should not think that lie on a bed and all the dharma you do and have a nice time. No. Dharma means sacrifice. So this should be remembered. So religion is a mere word. Anything is a mere word if not applied in life. When truth, satya and righteousness, dharma, become involuntary habit patterns and conduct in the life of a person, it becomes as natural to them as inhalation and exhalation. For them, it is for these great incarnations, of course, they are the embodiment of dharma. So then one can be said to be established in dharma. And of this natural manifestation of dharma, Sri Rama is the supreme amplifier, like every other incarnation. So much so that every movement or action of his is said to be Satya Prakasha, revelation of truth. Or we can say Dharma Pratishtha. Sri Ramakrishna also the mantra, Sthapakaya cha dharmasya. So much so that whatever Sri Rama does, that is dharma. That's much how it is be linked. And of course, never in their dreams also these people can do anything which is not dharma. So now, we had just a small introduction. So, in reality, who are these? Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, Jesus, etc. Who are these? They are God in human form, and they have come to teach us what? Teach us the secrets of spiritual life, to tell us what is the real aim of life. So they are the only teachers. That's why Sri Ramakrishna has said again and again, there is only one Guru, and that is Satchidananda. He alone is the teacher. He also said to Master Masha once that Master Masha was trying to say that people should be made aware of this and that. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, who are you? He who is the Lord of the universe will teach everyone. He alone teaches us, who has created this universe, who has made the sun and moon, men and beasts, and all other living beings, and of course non-living also. He who has provided means for their sustenance, who has given children parents and endowed them with love to bring them up. So, every Hindu believes that God comes down in every age. And there is no end to the scriptures which describe the glory, the magnificence, the real nature of God for all of us, for the benefit of all of us. Absolutely, there is no end. So naturally, in regard to Sri Rama adulation, we will of course quote from Ramcharitmanas only, just 2 verses. Shantam Shashvatam Aprameyamanagam Nirvana Shanti Pradam Brahma Shambhu Fanindra Sevya Manisham Vedanta Vetyam Vipum Ramakhyam Jagadishwaram Suragurum Maya Manushyam Harim Vandeham Karunakaram Raghuvaram Bhupala Chudamanim. I reverentially bow down to Lord Rama, serene, eternal, incomparable, and beyond human comprehension. He is sinless, the bestower of supreme bliss in the form of liberation, ever served by Lord Brahma, Shambhu, and Shesha, the king of serpents. Known through the Vedas and Upanishads, he is all-pervading, the Lord of the demigods, who manifests in human form through his own divine Maya. He is the dispeller of all sins, the ocean of compassion, the noblest of Raghu lineage, the jewel among kings, and the ruler of the universe. So today in a short form, we will see, as mentioned in the Ramcharitmanas, how the birth of Sri Rama took place, what happened, so that he took birth in wonderful language, and of course translation is also there. So you have been given the sheets for these songs, so we will start with, of course, Sri Tulsidas ji's very famous bhajan, Sri Ramachandra Kripalu bhajan. भवभयदारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजु मन करण भवभयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजु मन हरण भवकन्दर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरज सुन्दरं कन्दर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरज सुन्दरं पटपीतमानमुतडित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरं पटपीतमानमुतडित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजु मन हरण भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदनं भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदनं रघुनंद आनंद कंद कोसल चंद दशरथ नंदनं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजु मन शिरमुकुट कुण्डल तिलक चारु दारु अंग विभूषणं शिरमुकुट कुण्डल तिलक चारु दारु अंग विभूषणं आजानुभुज शर चाप कर संग्राम जित कर दूषणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजु मन हरण इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम् इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम् मम हृदय कञ्ज निवास कुरु कामादिकलदल गञ्जनं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजु मन हरण भवभयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजु मन हरण भवभयदारुणं So the story goes like this. The language, original language is simply wonderful. We will some of the original verses will also chant because poetry, can never really be translated. So there was a king who was cursed by a sage. What was the curse? That in his next birth he'll be born as a demon. And of course, the curses of saints cannot be overturned. So what happened? काल पाए सुनु मुनि सोई राजा भयउ निशाचर सहित समाजा 10 सिर ताहि 20 भुज दंडा रावण नाम वीर बरिबंडा. So in due time the king with his family was born as a demon. He had 10 heads and 20 arms and his name was Ravana. And he was a formidable hero. Hmm. And the king's younger brother, the king who was cursed, he had a younger brother who was called Arimardana. The curse was that not only that king, but his whole family, poor family would be born as, with him also as demons. Hmm. So his brother became the powerful Kumbhakarna. Hmm. His minister was a good person. His name had been Dharma Ruchi. Ruchi means, see, all these names have not been given like that. Ruchi means interesting, follower of. So one who is a follower of Dharma was Dharma Ruchi. So his name indicates that he was a good person. He became Ravana's younger half brother Vibhishana by name. And he is known to all the world as a devotee of God and a repository of wisdom. And the king's sons and servants, they were also not spared. So they were born as all his crew, first fierce demons. And these persons, these wretches, could take any shape they like. And that is the characteristic of demons. And belong to various stages, some very powerful, some not so powerful. But one thing was common to them. All of them were evil. काम रूप खल जिनस अनेका कुटिल भयंकर विगत विवेका कृपा रहित हिंसक सब पापी बरनी न जाहि विश्व परितापी. They were all wicked, monstrous and devoid of any sense, and were ruthless, bloody and sinful. They were a torment to all creation, beyond what words can tell. Now, these kings had the king and his whole entourage had been born as demons. So now these brothers, they were very powerful, so they had that power in them. Now they thought, let us undergo penance and ask some boon, so that we can become powerful. Nobody will be able to defeat us, nobody will be able to kill us. So what did they do? कीन विविध तप तीनहु भाई परम उग्र नहीं बरनी सो जाई. They undertook severe penance. And then Brahma was moved. So now let me go and give them what they want. गयो निकट तप देखी विधाता मांगहु बर प्रसन्न मैं ताता. Hey Tat, oh my son, I am pleased with you. Now you can ask for any boon, I will give you. So first, Ravana clasped Brahma's feet and told, make me immortal. That is the usual prayers. I don't want to die. See, here there is another demonic quality. What? The demons consider themselves to be the body. That is the mindset. So anybody who considers himself to be the body is a demon. Only body. So naturally they think that when the body dies, I will also die. So they want the body to be immortal. That is what immortality is meant here. But that cannot be. This body is matter and matter will go into its elements sooner or later. So Brahma said, no, you have performed austerities, okay, but what you are asking is impossible. I don't have the power to give that. Okay, then what to do? करि बिनती पद गहि दस सीसा बोले बचन सुनहु जगदीसा. हम काहू के मरहि न मारे बानर मनुज जाति दुई बारे. So Ravan was, he thought himself very great. So he said, okay, I will fool Brahma. How will I fool him? He said, I have to fear only very powerful persons. They can kill me. So I will ask this same boon in a roundabout way. So what he asked was, हम काहू के मरही न मारे. Nobody can kill me except Vanar and Manuj. Monkeys, what I have to fear from. And human beings, ordinary human beings, I don't care about. Nobody can do anything to me. So he said, you give me this boon. So he thought himself to be very intelligent. And he said, now I have become immortal because I have never nothing to fear from these two. So Brahma granted his boon. He said, your wish is fulfilled. All these are in verses, but naturally we cannot do all. So he said, your wish is fulfilled because you have performed so much penance. Then Ravana had asked his boon. But all three you have to give boons, no? So now Brahma approached Kumbhakarna also. So as soon as Brahma saw Kumbhakarna, poor fellow, he was also surprised. What a terrible thing I have created. So he thought, Brahma, after seeing Kumbhakarna, he thought, जो एही खल नित करब आहारु होई सब उजारी संसारु. Aharu means taking food, ahar. So he said, if this wretch eats every day, he will finish all the food in the world. He will devour the entire world. So Brahma thought, God knows what he will ask for. I will be in big trouble. Then he prayed to Goddess Saraswati that you please change his mind. So then Saraswati was ever obliging to Brahma. So she clouded his mind, and Kumbhakarna wanted to ask a peculiar type of boon. He wanted to ask that I can manage with only 1 day of sleep in 6 months. And he mistakenly asked for the right opposite thing. He asked for 6 months of sleep. So, naturally, Brahma was ever obliging. He wanted to give this at least 6 months in peace in the world. Then he went to Vibhishan. गए विभीषण पास पुनि कहो पुत्र बर मांगू तही मांगेउ भगवंत पद कमल अमल अनुरागु. So Vibhishan was a devotee, so he humbly requested unwavering devotion to God. So Brahma departed, his work was done. Then all the three brothers returned to Lanka. Everybody was happy except maybe poor Kumbhakarna. Now Lanka is wonderful description is there. We'll just read a little. So Ravana had built Lanka, fortress, completely encircled by the ocean, formidable, deep and formidable moat, its towering watchtowers crafted with gold, adorned with precious jewels. They stood as marvels of architecture beyond description. And by the will of God, so Ravana became brave, glorious and immensely powerful and started residing there with all his family and his army. So he grew in stature. Ravana's wealth, children, army, allies, victories, valor, power, intelligence and fame grew each day in new ways. Now Tulsidas ji compares. See, in verse they are wonderful actually. He compares them. They grew like what? They grew like greed, which only intensifies with every gain. So greed is such a thing, whatever you get, you will want more. So Ravana's also fame increased in that way. And of course, his brother Kumbhakarna had no equal in strength. But fortunately, he would sleep for 6 months. Karai pan soi shat masa jagat hoi tihu pur trasa. Tihu pur, all the 3 words, he would terrorize when he would wake up. While asleep, he was okay. So one day, as the 10-faced Ravan sat in his grand court, He gazed upon his countless family members, groups of attendants, relatives, sons and grandsons. Who could possibly count the vast and mighty demon clan? As Ravana beheld his mighty army, his ego swelled even more, and he spoke with anger and, of course, pride. So he told them, "Oh, my demon troops, the gods are our enemies." He had defeated everybody. So he said, "There are enemies, but they are cowards, so they don't dare to face me anymore. Seeing our strength, they have all fled. Now, I am not satisfied with that alone. I want to destroy them thoroughly." So there is one way to bring about their complete destruction. Listen carefully, I will explain. So, disrupt all these sacred rituals. So the gods get the power from the rituals which we perform, and something goes to them. That is the belief. So stop all the rituals. They will become powerless. And all Vedic sacrifices. Stop all offering of food to Brahmins also. Brahmins here means all good people. So then the gods will starve to death. Who will give them all these oblations? So desecrate the oblations to the sacrificial fire, prevent any good thing happening anywhere. That is the simple theory. So let us go and destroy everybody. So as the 10-headed Ravana strode forward, the earth trembled beneath his steps, and his thunderous roar caused the wives of the gods to suffer miscarriages. Seeing him approach in a fury, the gods frantically glanced towards the caves of Mount Sumeru, seeking refuge. So it is said that Ravana, due to some curse, Ravana could not go to that mountain. So they had only one refuge: go to that mountain, the gods, and save yourself. Now they had all run away. So Ravana, when he entered the kingdom of God, he found nobody. दिक्पालन के लोक सुहाए, सूने सकल दसानन पाए. Dasanan pai, he found Sune, everybody gone. पुनि पुनि सिंहनाद कर भारी, देव देव तन गारी पचारी. So he roared like a lion enraged because he loved killing them. So he now roared like a lion, hurling insults and repeatedly challenging the gods to face him in battle. But nobody was there, so who will face him? Now, drunken with the pride of his prowess, now Ravan roamed the entire world. He was absolutely very eager to fight. That is their nature. Quarrel, fight, do something of that kind. So he roamed the entire world, but everybody was afraid because of the boon of Brahma, he had become so powerful. He pursued all the presiding deities, sun, moon, wind, water, everybody. And those who could catch, he seized them by force. So in short, what happened? ब्रह्म सृष्टि जह लगी तनुधारी, दस मुख बस बरती नर नारी. Throughout Brahma's creation, wherever any living being dwelt, the 10-headed Ravana enslaved them all. And terrified, they all submitted to his command, bowing at his feet each day. What to do? You have to survive, no? So those who are in power, we can also see nearby. So with brute force, Ravan brought the entire world under his dominion. Nobody was left independent. As the supreme leader of the whole cosmos, he reigned according to his will. Whatever I do, that is the law. So now, the demons were all free. Go and do whatever you like. Destroy everybody. So now they were spreading chaos everywhere. Because He had given the simple instruction. What? जेहि विधि होई धर्म निर्मूला सो सब करहि वेद प्रतिकूला. So Ravana had told him, do everything which you can do. Your aim is only one, to eradicate dharma. That is the only thing. So now, out of fear of Ravana and his demons, all good deeds vanished from the earth. What to do? शुभ आचरण कतहु नहीं होई, देव विप्र गुरु मान न कोई. No one honored these three gods, noble souls, and gurus. And of course, no question of devotion to God. नहीं हरि भक्ति यज्ञ तप ज्ञाना, सपने हु सुनियन वेद पुराना. Worship of God ceased completely, along with sacrificial rites, austerities, everything. Even in dreams, the chanting of the Vedas and Puranas were not to be heard anywhere. And the gruesome torture inflicted by the demons were beyond words. Their wickedness knew no bounds. For being violent was ingrained in their nature. That is the thing. So then, what happened? Something had to be done now. So it is said that everyone approached Brahma. Now please do something. All this is happening. And what happened then, we will see. Before that, we can have that wonderful song. Prema mudita mansikaro. समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम श्री राम राम। See the beat. प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। पाप कटे दुख मिटे लेत राम नाम। पाप कटे दुख मिटे लेत राम नाम। भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम नाम। भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम नाम श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। परम शांति सुख निधान नित्य राम नाम। परम शांति सुख निधान नित्य राम नाम। निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम। निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। परम गोप्य परम इष्ट मंत्र राम नाम। परम गोप्य परम इष्ट मंत्र राम नाम। संत हृदय सदा वसत एक राम नाम। संत हृदय सदा वसत एक राम नाम श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। महादेव सतत जपत दिव्य राम नाम। महादेव सतत जपत दिव्य राम नाम। काशी मरत मुक्त करत कहत राम नाम। काशी मरत मुक्त करत कहत राम नाम श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। मात पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम। मात पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम। भक्त जनन जीवन धन एक राम नाम। भक्त जनन जीवन धन एक राम नाम श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 আপনি সিঙ্গেল করুন, আমি দিচ্ছি সিঙ্গেল করলে কনফিউশন লাইক দিস just one
okay.
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम राम राम, then it will be okay.
Yeah.
So what happened then afterwards? It is in our scriptures you will see that the earth has been embodied, among the living beings. It has been conveyed, the idea has been conveyed that the earth is like the mother cow. So cow is a harmless animal. Whatever sufferings endured, she endures, with great forbearance. So you will see that earth is represented as cow in some scriptures. Now, so it is said that earth took the form of a cow. And she is bearing all the sufferings, all the weights for eternity. Mountains, rivers, oceans. But those were easier to bear. That burden was easier to bear than what? These demons are doing. So, earth thought, गिरिसरि सिंधु भार नहीं मोही, जस मोही गरुव एक पर द्रोही, सकल धर्म देखई विपरीता, कही न सकई रावण भय भीता. So even though the weights of mountains, rivers and oceans are there, but even that weight was far lighter than the burden of those who are inflicting suffering upon others. So witnessing all that is happening is against dharma. First, she remained silent out of fear. Everybody is afraid of tyrants. But after much thought, then she took the form of a cow where the gods and sages were hiding. That now she began weeping, now please do something. But who will help her? Everybody is afraid. So finally, Brahma reassured her. Okay, we have heard what you have said. Keep patience and meditate upon the supreme ruler of all beings, Ishvara, Lord Hari. He knows the sufferings which we are undergoing and he will certainly hear our prayers. So now all the gods met and started thinking, and they also decided, yes, only Ishvara, the supreme ruler of everybody, can help them. Now, see the wonderful, it is unbelievable actually, the way they convey these truths. So it is easy to say that go and pray to God. But how to find God? That is the biggest problem. Even for gods it is a problem to how to find Ishvara. So now what to do? They all sat down like this. बैठे सुर सब करहि विचारा, कहीं पाइय प्रभु करिय पुकारा. So we have to seek help from God, but where to find Him? So some suggested go to Vaikuntha. Others said the same God resides in the Milky Ocean also. Go there. पुर बैकुंठ जान कह कोई, को कह पय निधि प्रभु सोई. Go there. He is sleeping, you wake him up. So Shiva is telling this to Parvati. This Ramcharitmanas, there are 4 Vaktas. Vaktas means those who are telling the story. One of them is of course Shiva himself. So Lord Shiva said, O Girija, means he is telling to Parvati, I was also there in that gathering. So I heard them. Where is God? Where is God? Where to go? They were all poor fellows. Then after hearing, I addressed them. Shiva of course knows everything. So he solved the problem. And his solution is fantastic. What was the solution? जाके हृदय भगति जस प्रीति प्रभु तह प्रकट सदा तेहि रीति. I will tell you where to find God. He is there everywhere, but He only manifests in a very special place. Where? Jaake Hridaya, He manifests in the heart of those in whose heart there is bhagati, preeti. So love and devotion is there. How can He manifest Himself in other places? It is impossible. So then He tells of the highest, He teaches the highest philosophy here. हरि व्यापक सर्वत्र समाना प्रेम ते प्रकट हो ही मैं जाना देश काल दिशि विदिशि उमाही कहु सो कहाँ जहाँ प्रभु नाई. कहु कहाँ जहाँ प्रभु नाई. Tell me where God is not. He is present everywhere. He is omnipotent, pervading everything equally. But He is hidden. He is revealed only through pure love. अग जगमय सब रहित विरागी प्रेम ते प्रभु प्रकटी जिमि आगी. So see with wonderful language. अग जगमय सब रहित विरागी. He pervades all creation. Ag jagamay. But he is also viragi. Means he does not become attached to anything. So he remains everything, but he is also beyond everything. And premate prabhu prakati, jimmi agi. So fire is present in the wood, but it does not manifest unless you light up the wood. Same way, he is there in his unseen form everywhere. And of course, when Shiva solved the problem, nobody could hide their joy, everybody accepted. मोर बचन सबके मन माना साधु साधु करि ब्रह्म बखाना. Sadhu sadhu kari means they said, oh, wonderful solution, like that. So everybody accepted my words, they all were filled with joy, and Brahma praised me. So Brahma's joy knew no bound, that at last now the world will be free from suffering. So it is said, a thrill ran through his body and tears of devotion flowed from his eyes. With a serene mind, Lord Brahma joined his palms together and began his heartfelt exaltation of the Lord with deep reverence. These are very special, these worship which is called stuti. These are wonderful. They tell us the real nature of God. And that stuti we will sing. So it is wonderful. Most of you know, some may not know. So I will just chant the first para as a it goes like this. गणत पाल भगवंता, कोटि हितकारी जय असुरारी, सिंधु सुता प्रिय कंता, पालन सुर धरनी अद्भुत करनी, मरम न जाने कोई, जो सहज कृपाला दीन दयाला, करौ अनुग्रह सोई, जय जय अविनाशी सब घटवासी, व्यापक परमानंदा, अविगत गोतीतं चरित पुनीतं, माया रहित मुकुंदा, जेहि लागी विरागी अति अनुरागी, विगत मोह मुनि वृंदा, निशिबासर ध्यावहि गुण गण गावहि, जयति सच्चिदानंदा, जेहि सृष्टि उपाई त्रिविध बनाई, संग सहाय न दूजा, सो करौ अघारी चित्त हमारी, जानिय भगति न पूजा, जो भव भय भंजन मुनि मनरंजन, रंजन विपति बरूथा, मन बच क्रम पानी छाड़ सयानी, शरण सकल सुर जूठा, सारद श्रुति शेषा विषय अशेषा, जाकहु कोई नहीं जाना, जेहि दीन पियारे द्विध पुकारे, द्रवौ सो श्री भगवाना, भव बारिधि मंदर सब विधि सुंदर, गुण मंदिर सुख कुंजा, मुनि सद सकल सुर परम भयातुर, नमत नाथ जेहि लागी विरागी अति अनुरागी, विगत मोह मुनि वृंदा, निशि बासर ध्यावहि गुण गण गावहि, जयति सच्चिदानंदा, जयति सच्चिदानंदा, जयति सच्चिदानंदा। This tune I took from the serial Ramayana. That is wonderful. They have done so well these songs, unbelievable. So this is the way in which Brahma praised, and of course, sincere praise, God always answers. Then what happened? So I think, this is where we ended last time. No, little more is there. 1 second. Yeah, one little more is there. So many papers you see, I get confused. So hearing the fervent prayers of the gods and the earth, a powerful voice echoed from the sky, dispelling their grief and doubts. So what did God say? O sages, saints and gods, fear not. For your sake, I shall assume a human form and descend, along with all my other divine companions. So where will I descend? I will descend into the solar dynasty of the sun god, Surya Vansha. And then God also said, now God has to take birth only in a fit family, and those great parents who are fit for giving birth. Everybody cannot give birth to God. So he said, where will I go? कश्यप अदिति महातप कीन्हा तिन कहूँ मैं पूरब बर दीना. So, in their previous birth, Kashyap and Aditi had performed great penances. And I had given them a boon. So, Kashyap and Aditi had asked a boon what? That God give us a son exactly like you. So now God was in a problem. He searched the entire universe. He failed. Even God can fail. He failed in finding animals like him. Language is fundamental. If you read the original, it is wonderful. So he said, no, this cannot be, because there is no one like me. So I will be born as your son. So then I had given them this boon. Now they have been reborn. They have been reborn as who? Yes. Te Dashrath Kaushalya Rupa Kosal Purim Prakat Nar Bhupa. So they have now appeared in the Koshalya kingdom as Dashrath and Kaushalya. They are the rulers of the kingdom. And in their home I shall incarnate as 4 brothers. God can extend himself in any way he likes. So, in the noble Raghu dynasty, Raghukula, fulfilling the words of Narad, I shall descend along with my supreme divine Shakti. So God never comes alone, his Shakti has to follow him. And what will I do? Hariyahu sakal bhumi garuai nirbhay ho dev samudai. Gagan Brahm Bani Sunikana Turat Pire Sur Hridaya Judana. So I will relieve the earth of her burdens, the sin of Ravana and his demons. So be fearless, don't worry, I am there, I will come. And as these words echoed from the sky, the demigods felt reassured and departed, and their hearts were at peace. So we can go on and on, but naturally time is limitation, because there are some things more to be done. So this is the only occasion where we chant the Ramnama in its entirety.
Swami, then something happened.
Too much will be there. We have still a lot of things. So Ramnam itself takes time. So this book is there, Ankur. That green one is there, Ramnam is also there. And beside that dark green as the English. Yeah. Ramachandra, if you can, it is very easy to spend the whole night. There is no doubt. Ramcharitmanas itself, you can never finish. So we will start with a little slow speed, and as we do. most of you already know the tune. Ankur, have you done this earlier? No. नष्ट सीतान्वेषकरा प्रेत्राधिपगतिदायकरा शबरी दत्त फलाशनरा कमलबाहुच्छेदकरा हनुमत सेवित निज पदरा नत सुग्रीवाभीष्टकरा गर्वित वाली संहार करा नरदूत प्रेषकरा हितकर लक्ष्मण संयुतरा कपिवर संतत संस्मृतरा तद्गति विघ्न ध्वंसकरा सीता प्राण धारकरा दुष्ट दशानन घोषितरा शिष्ट हनुमद्भूषितरा सीता वेदित कवन राम कृतचूडामणि दर्शन राम कपिवर वचनाश्वासित राम रावण निधन प्रस्थित वानर सैन्य समावृत राम शोषित सरिदिशार्थित राम विभीषणा भयदायक राम पर्वत सेतु निबंधक राम कुंभकर्ण शिरच्छेदक राम राक्षस संग विमर्दक हरिमहि रावण चारण राम संकृत दशमुख रावण राम विधिभव मुख सुर संस्थित राम संस्थित दशरथ वीक्षित राम सीता दर्शन मोदित राम अभिषेक विभीषण नत राम पुष्पकयानारोहण राम भरद्वाज विनिषेवण राम भरत प्राण प्रियकर राम सात्विक भूषण राम सकल स्वीय समानत राम स्थित राम पट्टाभिषेकालंकृत राम पार्थिव कुल सम्मानित राम विभीषणार्पित रंगक राम ईशकुलानुग्रहकर राम सकल जीव संरक्षक राम समस्त लोकाधारक राम शुद्ध ब्रह्म परात्पर राम कालात्मक परमेश्वर राम अगणित मुनिगण संस्कृत राम विष्णुत दशकंठोद्भव राम सीतालिंगन निर्वृत राम नीति सुरक्षित जनपद राम विपिन त्याजित जनक राम कारित लवणासुर स्वर्गत शंभु संस्कृत राम स्वतनय कुशल वनंदित राम अश्वमेध क्रतु दीक्षित राम कालावेदित सुरपद राम अयोध्यक जनमोक्तिक राम विधिमुख विबुधानन्दक राम तेजोमय निज रूपक राम So we'll end with what you can say in the style of kirtan. So it is there in your sheets, of course. Left hand corner you will find Jai Jai Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram. Since some of you may not be aware, I'll just very simple. Just repeat what I sing, that is the basic. Very simple. And we'll start with this low speed then. Jai Jai Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Siya Ram hi आधार जाने सारा संसार, सिया राम ही आधार जाने सारा संसार, सिया राम ही आधार जाने सारा संसार, सिया राम ही आधार जाने सारा संसार। देखो दिल में विचार, देखो दिल में विचार, जय जय राम सिया राम, सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम सिया राम, सिया राम, सिया राम। उनकी महिमा अपार कोई पावे न पार, उनकी महिमा अपार कोई पावे न पार, उनकी महिमा अपार कोई पावे न पार, उनकी महिमा अपार कोई पावे न पार। गुण गावे हजार, गुण गावे हजार, जय जय राम सिया राम, सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम सिया राम, सिया राम, सिया राम। हरण धरणी के भार लिए नर के अवतार, हरण धरणी के भार लिए नर के अवतार, हरण धरणी के भार लिए नर के अवतार, हरण धरणी के भार लिए नर के अवतार। नमो दशरथ कुमार, नमो दशरथ कुमार, जय जय राम सिया राम, सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम सिया राम, सिया राम, सिया राम। नमो परम दयाल तुझे सारा संसार, नमो परम दयाल तुझे सारा संसार, नमो परम दयाल तुझे सारा संसार, नमो परम दयाल तुझे सारा संसार पर ब्रह्म अपार पर ब्रह्म अपार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम ही आधार जाने सारा संसार सिया राम ही आधार जाने सारा संसार देखो दिल में विचार देखो दिल में विचार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया उनकी महिमा अपार कोई पावे न पार उनकी महिमा अपार कोई पावे न पार गुण गावे हजार गुण गावे हजार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया हरण धरणी के भार लिए नर के अवतार हरण धरणी के भार लिए नर के अवतार नमो दशरथ कुमार नमो दशरथ कुमार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम नमो परम दयाल तुझे सारा संसार नमो परम दयाल तुझे सारा संसार पर ब्रह्म अपार पर ब्रह्म अपार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम ही आधार जने सारा संसार सिया राम ही आधार जने सारा संसार देखो दिल में विचार देखो दिल में विचार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम उनकी महिमा अपार कोई पावे न पार उनकी महिमा अपार कोई पावे न पार गुण गावे हजार गुण गावे हजार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया हरण धरणी के भार लिए नर के अवतार हरण धरणी के भार लिए नर के अवतार नमो दशरथ कुमार नमो दशरथ कुमार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया नमो परम दयाल तुझे सारा संसार नमो परम दयाल तुझे सारा संसार पर ब्रह्म अपार पर ब्रह्म अपार जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय जय राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम I keep